Majin Vegeta, definitely one of the better Vegeta forms that we've seen down through the ages. Kind of like it is kind of like Ultra Ego, you know. It's that kind of dark sort of energy. Suits Vegeta. So start with the eyebrow, right? So we do a check mark sort of up, leave enough room for the hair up here. So we're kind of below halfway, and just over to the right a little bit. So we'll just start here and we'll go this way. And it kind of curves back. It's kind of like a check mark. And then we get the end of the eyebrow. And then we curve it back down. We're going back to where we started, but it gets thinner as we go down. So you want it to get narrower. So it's getting thinner and thinner. And then it spikes up. He will have some lines just at the end of the eyebrow as well. So the eye. So we got like a big square Dragonball eye. Long line that way. And then there's a shorter line sort of here. And then we just curve them sort of together. And Majin Vegeta has like a heavier, like a dark, it's like he's got eyeliner on. So it's like a heavier line. It's like a thick eye line. Basically, so you just double up the line basically like that. And we're going to have him looking down and back. So we'll just put his green eye sort of here. So it's like he's looking back that way. You got the cheek marks just underneath the eye as well. So just carving underneath here. Boom, boom. And then we'll go to the front and do the sort of frown for his nose. Sort of the top of the forehead and the frown just going that way. A couple of wrinkles just on his nose here. And then his nose comes down. And then in. And then all the way into his top lip. So it's like a capital letter L or an upside down 7. And then we go for the shadow underneath. They do this in Dragon Ball sometimes, not all the time. And then we add his nostril. Then we get a couple of like wrinkles just on the nose here, just to show that he's got sort of wrinkly frowns and stuff just on his forehead. Right, so then we add his top lip. So his top lip just comes out and goes in. And he's smiling, right? So you get like a long teeth line. And then the bottom lip goes out and in. And then we can see his lips and his mouth shape in here. Just like an evil grin. And then a simple sort of teeth line just there. And just on the side of his mouth. Right, so then his chin comes down. Curves around. And then goes up to his jaw. You're kind of going sort of about in line with, say, the start of this cheek, this check mark here, or like the top of his mouth area. So you're aiming for like there. So I'm kind of like in line with this. If you had a straight line across, you know, or just like on the bottom part of his eye even. Just roughly there. And that's where it changes direction and goes up towards his ear. And I forgot there's like some hatching here. And what looks like a little sort of cheek line or something there. So just beside his eyebrow, we have his sideburn. It's just this sort of spiky sort of thing. And this is where the ear is. So the sideburn and the ear are kind of like joined together. And the ear will come around. Big ears in Dragon Ball. Like so. And ear lines inside. Easiest way is this sort of a letter J sort of thing. And if you want, you can add a little bit more detail to that. You don't have to. So now it's hairline. So from here, the hairline goes the whole way around to this sideburn, right? So it goes up, just above the eyebrow area, it turns that corner and then comes down. It's a very pointy. And then we get like the side of his head or something in there. So we have the Majin M then. We can only see half of it, so it just spikes up here. Down. Back up. And then in. It's kind of thicker maybe at the front part, you know. A little spiky and dark. And he's got like some forehead sort of hatching lines as well. Okay, so the hair. So we're aiming for like back here. So the back of his neck, you know, he's got that big, strong neck. Just down this way, 2 curved lines. And then it's the bottom of his hairline is just going into his ear there. And then we got all this Super Saiyan hair. So it's kind of like a candle flame. That's what I always think of. So it goes wide in the middle and then gets thinner up to the top. So it goes out and in. And we start with some small spikes, particularly because we're looking at them on the side. Right, and this will go all the way, and like the ones up here, say to this one. So it just comes out from the forehead and goes pretty much straight up. Right, and so that's the widest part, and then it starts to go in either side. So we just start adding spikes now. And do a few over here. Get a big one. There's a small one in between those. And then there is like 3 in a row sort of just coming across here, just another layer. So say like, we'll start here, we'll go this way. So we'll just go up, down, and up, and down. And then the last one just goes up and down. Kind of goes back to here. And that's all the hair spikes, but then Dragon Ball do texture. They just do lines on each one. So you just do 2 or 3 of these sort of lines following the individual sort of hair spike, right? You can do more texture than this, of course, if you want, but this is just the way Dragon Ball does it normally. By Dragon Ball, I mean the animators and the artists who draw Dragon Ball. Of course, it's not Akira Toriyama anymore. R.I.P. Dude. Right, and then neck muscles down here. Then his Adam's apple is kind of just in this part, front of his neck. Another neck muscle. Some more sort of hatching just here to show his trapezius muscle there. Then we get a big chest muscle sticking out this way. And then his vest that he wears, that navy sort of vest, just comes across that whole area. Down off the page, and then the back portion down there, and we can see like a big muscular sort of shoulder in here. And in Dragon Ball they have like obviously very round kind of deltoid muscles. And just some of his sleeve. Boom. Boom. Sometimes this sort of these sort of lines behind him, I find it's just like it's like you're giving him sort of aura or energy without having to draw the whole colorful thing. Of course, you can do a big aura, that's no problem, but I kind of like doing this. It's better if you're doing like black, like manga style stuff. It has the effect of making him look like he's vibrating. Okay, Majin Vegeta. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.